Imagine you wake up one morning. You stretch, look outside your window, and instead of raindrops gently falling from the sky, you see pumpkins, thousands of them, hurtling toward Earth. Not seeds, not peels, not tiny decorative pumpkins. Full-sized, kilogram-weight pumpkins, falling from the sky. This is the story of Earth's most ridiculous natural disaster, the day it rained pumpkins. How would such a day unfold? Who would survive? And what would be left of the world after 24 hours of pumpkin chaos? Before pumpkins start crashing onto your car like orange meteors, we should ask, could pumpkin rain even happen? Normally, the answer is no. But let's imagine a universe where a strange atmospheric phenomenon occurs. A freak shift in temperature, humidity, and air pressure triggers the spontaneous formation of pumpkin clouds. These are giant clusters of pumpkin-sized water droplets that somehow solidify into actual pumpkins through a process similar to the way hail forms. Hailstones grow layer by layer in thunderstorm updrafts. In our scenario, the same thing happens, just scaled up into absurdity. So in this world, pumpkin storms are possible. And today will be the worst one in history. It's 6 a.m. when the first pumpkins begin to fall. At terminal velocity, a 3-kilogram pumpkin would smash into the ground at roughly 130 kilometers per hour. That's harder than a major league fastball and almost as dangerous as a bowling ball falling from a rooftop. When the first pumpkin lands in someone's garden, it's dismissed as a prank. When the second dents a car, people start recording videos. When the third crashes through a roof, panic spreads across social media. Within minutes, the world realizes this is no prank, it's a global event. As the storm intensifies, the rainfall reaches unimaginable levels, hundreds of pumpkins per square kilometer per minute. Cities are bombarded by thousands of falling pumpkins, each one hitting with the force of a hammer. Roofs echo with heavy thuds. Streets fill with smashed orange debris. Anyone caught outdoors faces life-threatening danger. Authorities activate emergency alerts telling people to stay inside and take shelter. The world feels like it's under attack, except the enemy is produce. Infrastructure collapses quickly. Most roofs can support snow or hail, but they were never designed for thousands of 3-kilogram impacts. Roof tiles crack, beams splinter, and attics turn into pumpkin puree chambers. Cars fare even worse. Their windshields shatter instantly, and their metal frames dent under the relentless impacts. Highways become impossible to drive on, not because of traffic, but because layers of pumpkin fragments bury the roads. The power grid suffers next. Pumpkins strike power lines and transformers, causing sparks, fires, and rolling blackouts. Water systems overflow as drains clog with pumpkin pulp. Streets flood with thick orange sludge, pumpkin rainwater mixed with dirt and smashed fruit. This sludge is hard to walk through and even harder to remove. Animals are just as confused as humans. Birds attempt to flee the storm, but flying through falling pumpkins is like flying through a meteor shower. Many fall to the ground, stunned or injured. Forest animals hide, terrified by the constant explosions of food around them. Out at sea, giant pumpkins splash into the water like depth charges, startling marine life and shattering delicate coral reefs. Humans, as always, respond in unpredictable ways. The first reaction is panic, the second is adaptation, and the third is to turn the event into entertainment. Within hours, millions of videos circulate online. People post clips of pumpkins crushing mailboxes, smashing through patios, or flattening inflatable Christmas decorations. Conspiracy theories multiply instantly. The government caused it, aliens caused it, the simulation glitched, or ancient pumpkin gods have awakened. People rush into grocery stores, not for survival supplies but for pumpkin products. Pumpkin pies, pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin decorations. Humans embrace the absurdity, even as the world falls apart. By midday, the pumpkin storm reaches its peak. Millions of pumpkins fall every hour on the world. The combined impact forces shake buildings and crack asphalt. Skyscrapers vibrate under the constant bombardment. Cities begin to resemble war zones, buried under layers of orange wreckage. Air travel becomes impossible. No plane or helicopter could survive in skies filled with pumpkin projectiles. The noise is overwhelming. A continuous roar, like endless artillery fire. The sound alone causes psychological stress. Pets hide, babies cry. Adults cover their ears and hope the walls hold. The world slowly turns orange. Every street, rooftop, and field is blanketed with pumpkins. Bursting pumpkins release an overpowering smell, part pumpkin pie, part fermenting vegetable. The air becomes thick with fruity humidity. Flooding starts as pumpkin mush mixes with rainwater. This mixture forms a heavy, sticky mud that traps cars, blocks roads, and fills basements. Sewer systems fail as billions of seeds, pulp, and fibers clog underground pipes. Hospitals deal with respiratory issues, mold exposure, and allergic reactions caused by decaying organic matter. Bacteria begin feeding on the massive amount of pumpkin flesh, increasing the risk of infections. By evening, the world is exhausted. And then, suddenly, it stops. 1 minute pumpkins are falling everywhere. The next minute, silence. A silence so deep it feels unnatural. People emerge from shelters and look upon a landscape transformed beyond recognition. The next morning reveals the full scale of the disaster. Pumpkins cover the earth in layers ranging from half a meter to several meters. Entire neighborhoods look like they have sunk into orange dunes. Clearing even a single street requires bulldozers, trucks, and industrial shredders. Countries must organize massive cleanup operations. Some nations declare states of emergency. Others request international pumpkin removal aid. Agriculture suffers greatly. Farmlands drown in a thick layer of decomposing pumpkins. Soil becomes oversaturated with organic matter, disrupting nutrient balance. Ironically, pumpkin crops fail the following season because the soil is too polluted with pumpkin debris. But humans are creative. Instead of letting billions of tons of pumpkin rot, people begin processing it into useful materials. Pumpkin mush becomes biofuel, seeds become animal feed. Fiber becomes biodegradable packaging. Entire industries rise from the chaos. What begins as a disaster turns into one of humanity's largest recycling projects. Scientists spend decades debating what caused the phenomenon. Some blame extreme atmospheric instability. Others propose unknown microorganisms in the clouds. Some suggest a meteor containing pumpkin spores triggered a bizarre chain reaction. No theory fully satisfies the public. The pumpkin storm becomes a mystery, a strange, unexplainable chapter in world history. The psychological impact lasts generations. People become hyper-alert to weather warnings. Children learn about Pumpkin Day in school. Architects design pumpkin-proof roofs. Insurance companies add produce impact coverage. Pumpkin desserts briefly disappear from menus because people can't look at them without remembering the storm. And every autumn, when leaves turn orange and the air grows crisp, people still glance nervously at the sky, just in case the pumpkins decide to return. Because sometimes, the world doesn't need an asteroid or a supervolcano to remind us how fragile civilization is. Sometimes, all it takes is one impossible day. When it rains pumpkins,